People used to tease me because I'm kind of hairy, so I have like really hairy arms, and they would call me like werewolf girl.
My eyes.
I hated my nose.
Students would call me golf ball eyes, and it was terrible. It was literally terrible.
Because it was wider and has small nostrils.
The fact that I grew up with only a father.
They say I look like I'm from A Bug's Life, or I look like an alien because my eyes are huge.
Got made fun of a lot for that growing up, which is kind of cold, right?
This guy told me that I had grandma hands.
I got these big muscles that run across my temple, you know what I'm saying?
Because I have all these veins on my hands. So for a while I've been really insecure about that.
As a kid, I got made fun of by my siblings. They would call me musclehead all the time.
I used to be insecure about my height.
When my father died, started a whole bunch of insecurities. And then a year exactly later to the day, I had my stroke.
I used to be called brace face or vampire teeth my whole life essentially, because the braces were removed when I was 19.
I wasn't sure if people was still going to see me as the same, if they was going to crack on me.
I used to be, well, I used to be. I am weird. I'm weird as ever.
My lips, and I hated it.
I used to like chop up cheeseburgers with forks and just leave them in there and put them in a dish joint, and everybody be like, what you chopping up cheeseburgers with forks for?
They used to make fun of me. They used to call me like, he got soup coolers. They would just talk about a whole bunch of just lip jokes. They said I finished chapstick in one swipe. Like, I used to hate it.
Like living in the suburbs and, you know, having a two-parent household. I know that sounds kind of like who gets teased over that, but they did.
I would say really smart in grade school, and, you know, when you're in Philly and you smart, they call you a nerd.
I used to feel like, oh, I want to live in the city. I want to live in the hood because they tease me about, you know, living up here in the burbs.
What brought me out of it is God praying, people praying for me.
My mom actually has big eyes, and my grandfather actually has big eyes too. So now I've grown into them.
Music.
Glasses were my protector.
I started opening my eyes up more, loving what they are, and then people slowly started being like, yo, you have some beautiful eyes.
And over time, I realized, you know, I wanted to step out of that, or I'm stepping out of that, and I plan on getting contacts now.
I learned to love it because it's my dad's nose.
Talking to my mom about it, and she said that, Gina, you got your veiny hands from me.
And most of my family has a nose, so I embraced it.
And she said, we do a lot of things with our hands. We can play the drums, where basically our hands took us a long way.
In high school, I started lifting weights, and it kind of played into the fact that I had a muscle head.
Basically from like getting compliments instead of people like running up and be like, oh my God, you're so tall. And it's just like, okay, now I feel awkward.
So when people said it to me, it became a compliment for my physique and how much I cared about my body. So I really embraced the muscles on the side of my head.
Now it's like, oh, you're beautiful, like you're tall, you got the long legs, all that good stuff.
I've embraced it. I kind of baby my arm hair.
You know, you grow up, you change.
I actually use a lot of my weirdness in my music.
And just learning to love myself regardless. I think that comes with age.
I actually embrace it as my personality now. If you just don't like it, I'm just like, whatever.
The jokes just kept coming, but I mean, it's cool though, because they can't beat me.
It took a while. It took a while to like really appreciate everything that I was given and everything that I had.
Just getting older and being more mature and just realizing I don't care what anybody else thinks, and it's good to be smart.
Past like high school, to like really realize how blessed I was and how fortunate I was and privileged, you know, to really understand privilege.
When you learn at a young age that life is finite, you can't really take things for granted.